Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Nata here. Happy New Year's, guys. I know, I actually said it right this time. Or, last time I said it in my Miles Morales video, I said Happy New Year's, but it was meant for Christmas. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. Today is New Year's, and today I am going to be reviewing all of the Spider-Man suits that I got / made this year. So there are, I think, 17 different Spidey suits. 6 homemade suits, and 6 official Spider-Man suits. Some of these you guys haven't seen yet. That's because they are yet to be reviewed, and they're going to be reviewed in 2024. One of them actually did in 2022, but I didn't show it in the 2022 review last year, so I'll be adding it this year, plus I made a few changes to it. But yeah, these are all my Spider-Man suits that I've gotten in the year 2023, or made in 2023. There are 28 of them, and I think I spent around probably $700, $800 this year, but most of these I got pretty cheap. And I'll put a link in the description below for all the available ones that, you can get your hands on. And yeah, I'm just super excited about this, but we're going to be ranking them from my least favorite to most favorite. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in the order from my least favorite to most favorite right now, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, I got them in the order that I want them to be. I'm going to take a quick thumbnail. There we go. Alright, so these are all my suits from my least favorite to my most favorite of this year. Again, some of these you aren't going to recognize. It's because I haven't reviewed them yet. They're going to be reviewed in 2024, but whenever 2024 New Year's comes, they won't be in the video, but there's going to be more Spider-Man suits in the future, guys, I promise, and I think you're going to like some of these. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be going from left, down, right, down, left, down, right. So yeah, it's going to be easy. So the first stuff that we're going to be looking at is my homemade Andrew Garfield DIY Vigilante suit. This was the one that was shown in the Amazing Spider-Man 1. It's not a perfect replica. I just took clothes from Goodwill and what I had in my closet and just, mashed them together. It's just black pants, green shirt, black beanie, and red mask, and, sunglasses. It's not the most perfect thing, but, it is what it is. But I put it in my least rank because, it's not that great of a Spider-Man suit. It's just something that, he made in, 2 minutes. Next up is this official Marvel licensed Spider-Man suit. You would have thought if it's officially licensed by Marvel and bought at a Halloween costume store, you thought it would be great. Turns out it's not. It is itchy. The zipper is cheap, and the zipper actually came off, and it's no good anymore. I have to replace the zipper. I don't know how. I don't know where I'm going to find a zipper long enough to be replaced, but it's horribly made for the price of what it is. It's not good. These are better. This is from AliExpress, and this is better than that. The zipper is better. And it just looks ugly. It has that mouth and nose hole. I just don't like it. It's awful. Next after that is something that's, not as good, but not as worse. It's a Spider-Man suit. This is official Marvel Spider-Man suit from 2014, I believe. It looks decent on the front, but you cannot see too well out the eyes, and there's no back printing. It's just blue on the back, and it's just a zipper. There's no back spider. The shoulder parts aren't there. I mean, this has it, but this doesn't. Probably should have put this before this one, but I kind of like the logo on this one. It actually looks like Scott Johnson Spider-Man, and the head kind of looks weird, and I don't know, guys. Marvel around that time was, mass producing these, and it was really hard to, try and make them accurate enough. But, I wanted it in my collection. So next up we have is the Human Spider. This is the one Tobey Maguire wore in Spider-Man 1 from 2002. I kind of messed up making it. I went a little too hard on the black paint, and I also, whenever I put the tape down, it apparently wasn't sticky enough, and it kind of came off, and you can see some parts on there, the legs look weird, and I had to get some red paint and put it in, and that just made it look worse. But I wanted the Human Spider shirt, so I made it myself instead of buying one. I probably should have bought a real one, though, because I don't know. It probably would have looked better. Next up is Spider-Ham. This suit is actually the same as this suit. I bought this one in 2022, and the zipper came missing, so I tried to fix it, but it still didn't work out too good, so I just cut off the head and, stitched the zipper on as best I could, and I bought a Spider-Ham mask. I think this is actually official Marvel. I think it says so on the mask, but you can find these on AliExpress apparently, and I'll put a link in the description below for it. It's just a latex mask, and I think it just fits well with the Spider-Man suit because it kind of looks like the suit kind of looks like Spider-Ham's suit in a way from Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. But I just wanted Spider-Ham in my collection. I'm probably going to be getting a better one in the future. All right, so next up we have is the Scarlet Spider. I know, what you guys are thinking, Scarlet Spider is, pretty easy, pretty simple, and, how can you mess it up that badly? And why would you put it so low on the list? Well, this one's on me. I made the shirt a little too small, and whenever I first made the morph suit mask, I put some fabric softener on it, but I actually upgraded it to actual, actual fabric, but it was still too see-through, and I didn't glue it on perfectly enough, and it was still a little too see-through, and I wanted to make the lenses pop out a little bit more, so I just grabbed some white puffy paint and try to make them a little bit bigger, and it looks a little weird. I'll probably get a regular Scarlet Spider one, but I think I'm probably going to get one with, the comic book shadowings on it. Try to make it look a little cooler, and probably buy an actual hoodie, because I couldn't find an actual blue hoodie anywhere. It's sad, but yeah. So next up after that is the MCU homemade Spider-Man suit. This I screwed up on big time because I could not find a red hoodie anywhere, just like I couldn't find a blue hoodie for that guy. And these are all DIY stuff from Goodwill. I actually made the mask from a t-shirt, and everything is the wrong color red because I just could not find it anywhere. I couldn't find anything for affordable price. I'm not spending $40 on a red hoodie, and, it's crazy. But I'm actually kind of proud on this one. I made the eyes out of toilet paper rolls, and I wrapped them up in black duct tape, and I actually grabbed the eye mesh from this guy's mask, from this suit, and I just glued it on there. It's got, a hole in it, but, it's not really bothering me that much because I don't really wear it that often, but when I do, it doesn't look that bad, but I want to try to upgrade it in the future. For a cheap price on how to make it, instead of, buying a $100 real one, I'm happy with it. Kind of. So next up, we got the Velocity suit from the Insomniac Spider-Man PS4 game, PS5 game, the remastered, or the original. This is something that they made. I bought this from AliExpress, and I actually got it for $12. Wait, no, $15. This one's one for $12, but it's actually not that badly detailed. By the way, I don't have the mask with a lot of these. A lot of them are in my drawer because, reasons. It's easier to fit in my other drawers. But yeah, for what I got it for, it's not that bad, and I'm happy with it. The mask could look a little bit better. It's white instead of green and slanted. But still, I wanted it in my collection because I want to try to get, one of every Spider-Man suit. And I think it's cool. So next up, we got the MK4 suit, or the all-new, all-different. I think it's the MK4 suit. But I definitely know it's all-new, all-different. That was, that came out in 2015 with a bunch of Marvel comics, and it takes the classic look and upgrades them with the new, shiny look to it. This one's kind of like a metallic suit, but it kind of looks like the OG Spider-Man logo from John Romita. You can see, you can see a little resemblance of it. And I actually like this suit. Whenever I first played Spider-Man for the PS4, I actually used this suit for most of my run for the first time. This is before the Raimi suit and the TASM 1 suit came out for the game. And I just used it for my whole run, because I thought it looked BA. And I'm happy to own it, because it's nostalgic for me. I mean, I know it's not that old that old of a game, but I got it back in 2018, like 2 months after it came out. Well, my ex girlfriend bought it for me 2 months after it came out, and I just used it for most of my run, and it's just nostalgic for me. So after that, we have the Spider-Man 2099 Across Spider-Verse suit. This one doesn't really look the best, but if you look closer, it's got these little white line details, and it just reminds me of the 2099 Spider-Man suit from the 2010 game Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, and the game that came out the year after that, Edge of Time. Like, it has this weird little glow effect on 2099 suit, and that's what it reminds me of. It just looks futuristic. This one didn't come with arm blades like my other 2099 suit did, but I can just add them if I wanted to. I mean, it's not that really that important to me, but I think it would make it look pretty awesome. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. After that, we have the Miles Morales Programmable Matter suit. This was actually sent to me by mistake. I was trying to order the PS5 Miles suit, but they accidentally sent me this. And I told a guy about it, and he's like, you can send it back and you can get a refund. I was like, actually, you know what? Scratch that. I think I'll keep this suit because, I want it in my collection. And I paid about $35-40 for it. But, I want it in my collection. It's not really my most favorite Spider-Man suit. I actually don't really like it that much. But, like I said, I want to get a bunch of Spidey suits in my collection. And also trying to break a world record for it. And, yeah. I think that's pretty awesome. Try to get the world record for this, but, the suit in real life, doesn't really look that great. Alright, so this one shouldn't really count as a 2023 suit, but I didn't show it at the end of the year 2022 video. This is my Spider-Man Noir suit. I think I did upgrade it a little bit more this year. I put a back spider on the, I gave it a back spider, and I got these steampunk goggles. And, also got some real boots with it. I got my rain boots, and they look a little bit closer to Spider-Man Noir's boots. But I think it, think it's a little bit of an upgrade. I'm probably going to be getting into the Spider-Verse version pretty soon. But I don't know. I'm actually happy how this one came out. But I'm putting it so low on the list because there's just a bunch of other suits that look way better than this. But I don't know. Let me know you guys' rankings. So next one after that, we have the Future Foundation suit. This is the one that was given to Peter by Reed Richards after the disappearance of the Human Torch. He joined the Fantastic Four, and then became the Fantastic Four again with Spider-Man. Then they all got these cool Future Foundation suits. I actually like how this looks, and it feels really comfortable. When I first ordered it, it didn't come with a mask, but I found a guy who was selling masks from China, and it looked exactly, like this one, like it had all the details, so I bought that, and, became a whole suit, and it's actually not that bad. It's kind of comfortable. I mean, would I sleep in it? No. Would I go jog in it? Probably. I mean, I would get sweat stains, and it would ruin the suit. But still, I got it for $40, and it's not that bad, actually. I'm happy. But I'm putting it so low on the list because there's just a whole lot more better ones. So this one's not as great, but I did want this suit. This is the Secret Wars suit from the Secret Wars comics. This was given to Peter by, I think, Tony Stark, or he made it himself. I don't know, and I haven't read the Secret Wars comics. But this suit is actually kind of cool. It actually reminds me of Miles' suit from, Miles' comic book suit. It has the orange on the neck, and the way the colors are just looks like Miles, and looks like the spider kind of wraps around, Peter's sides and tries to make it towards the front. I think it's a pretty cool suit, really, and I got it for $15, I want to say. But it's fully detailed. Like, it's got these little shading marks on here. That's something a lot of my suits are starting to get. Specifically, this one, that one, and this one. Like, they're all starting. My suits are starting to get shadings and starting to look a little more realistic. And pretty great. So, Did I really just point to this saying, like, what I'm comparing it to? I'm sorry, guys. I am so stupid. All right, so next up we have the Miles Morales Across Spider-Verse suit. Marvel does have an official license suit of this, but I found this on AliExpress for $18, and I couldn't say no. Someone just made a comment saying that it's time for me to lose weight and buy better suits. I am trying to lose weight, but like when it comes to these suits, I'm gonna get them for as cheap as I can. If they look good, they look good. If they look bad, I'll buy better ones. But I'm happy with how this one looks because it has the same little pattern detail as my Peter B. Parker suit. But looking closer at the suit, it's really, really heavily detailed. It has these little comic book patterns, and it is dope. It is dope. Like, it looks like it just jumped out of the screen. My god. I could have easily made the suit, but no. Like, for $18, that is heavily detailed, man. But, yeah, Miles' suit is, like, this version of Miles I actually like. I mean, I like the first movie because it has webbing that looks close to the comics. This one looks like a whole new different thing. But I'm trying to get, like, a regular Miles Morales suit eventually. And whenever I do, you guys will see it. And I'm really hoping I find one pretty soon. So next up we have Night Monkey, which is Peter Parker's European Spider-Man name. It's the one Ned gave him. This suit was shown in Spider-Man Far From Home, and it doesn't really look the best as a, just a one-piece suit. If it was multiple pieces, it would look great, but I couldn't find any, and this was the only one I was able to find. And it kind of looks like crap, because all of it looks flat, and it just looks fake. And I'm just not really happy with it. I tried making it on my own, but I couldn't. I couldn't. I tried. But it's got fingerless gloves, which is pretty awesome. And it's got all these details, but it's got a fake zipper on it, and I just hate it. I just really hate it. And the goggles look, even worse on the mask. With like the lenses pop out, it's just bad. But for $35, this is what you get. But I bought this from Etsy, and I just had to get it in my collection. So next up is a suit that's actually not finished yet, but I wanted to add it in here. This is going to be the Hobie Brown Spider-Punk suit from Across Spider-Verse that, came out this year, and everybody was happy to see this guy. I kind of showed progress of the mask on TikTok. These are, this was a red morph suit mask that I originally used for Scarlet Spider, but I decided to make it to a different Spider-Man, and Hobie Brown's being in the process. I got a black vest, and I already put the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man logo on it. I need to add the spikes and get a choker and a few other things. It has a red shirt and gloves and all that, but I'm still working on it. It's not going to be done anytime sooner because I'm trying to find chokers that are, a little bit on the cheap side, and I have to get used to wearing them because I never wore a choker, and every time I feel like I do, I feel like I'm, choking. Like, I can't really wear necklaces because it feels like I'm being strangled. It's just me, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is going to be Spider-Punk. I'll be getting the comic book version too, eventually. So next up on the list is something that probably should be a little bit lower, but at the same time, I love it. This is a official licensed Marvel Spider-Man suit by Disguise, and this one's pretty rare. I literally spent 2 years trying to find this suit, and I eventually found it on Mercari. The person was selling it for $30, and I bought it. Or was it? No, it was 40, I'm sorry. And this suit is actually being sold on other websites for $150. I kid you not. This is a rare Spider-Man suit. This came out back in the early 2010s, and I am just so happy to own it, but it's really hard to get into. It's got like a back zipper, and you need to be like a really skinny guy to do it, and my arms had trouble getting in. I ripped the suit a little bit, but I managed to stitch it up, and I'm trying to be careful. Like, I'm trying to lose a little bit more weight so I can, get into it a little bit easier. But when I do eventually get into it, it fits really smoothly, and I mean, it's kind of lanky on me, but it's still, it still fits, and I'm happy to own it because this one actually looks like the 1994 Spider-Man series, or it looks like this guy's Spider-Man art, and I think it's pretty great. The only problem is it has nose holes and easily revealing eyes, and the neck is really, really low, and it's got like a really long mask, and the mask just keeps popping up, and it looks weird, but I'm happy to own it. I just can't say how much I'm happy to own this suit. Yeah. Alright, so next up after that, this is actually a suit that I wear the most because of my job. I work at Home Depot, and this is a Home Depot Spider-Man suit that I had custom made by Print Costume. They did a really kick-butt job at it. I probably could have made one myself, but I actually, I don't think I could have made it better. Like, I think these guys really knocked it out the park. I drew, I bought a Spider-Man suit template, but I changed up a few things. I colored it to the Home Depot colors, and I actually drew on my own spider, and I put in HD 2915. It means Home Depot, and 2915 is the number of our store. And I have my own origin story for it, and made my own comic book, and everybody at my work loves it, especially my store manager. And this was a thank you gift, and, you know, something I wanted to add to my Spider-Man suit collection. And I really couldn't be happier, and I'm now somewhat of a Spider-Man actor, I guess. I'm just really happy, and I love making kids happy. Just love making the kids happy, and, you know, I actually have a name for him. His name is Safety Spider. He's the Home Depot Spider-Man that teaches kids about safety. And the kids love him, and they actually, you know, listen and follow him. Alright, so we're almost done. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 suits away from finishing this. So let's go ahead and, you know, keep going. So next up is another official Marvel Spider-Man suit. This one was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, and this is actually not that bad for, you know, it's pretty good. This is a pretty good Spider-Man suit. It's really soft, and it's actually got these little holes in the glove where the glove's still attached, but you can be able to, you know, have your hand out for, you know, things. Like if you need to breathe, you just, you know, slide your hand out, and, you know, you can be able to use your hands, and you can be able to hide your suit better to make it a little bit more comic accurate. But this is based on the 2017 Spider-Man line and the TV show of the same name, Marvel Spider-Man. See this guy right here? Like, it's like a modern twist on Spider-Man, and it's not that bad. Like, it's not really my most favorite Spider-Man look. I've had favorites, like Scott Johnson's probably my most favorite Spider-Man design. You know, this one. But I wanted to own this guy, and I found somebody selling it for 50 bucks. And you can buy it on Amazon for 65. This is pretty great. Only problem is the nose holes on the suit. That's something that this suit, and that suit has. You know, nose holes. It kind of ruins it. But you can just stitch it up if you want. But the nose holes on here aren't really that big and noticeable. I mean, you gotta look really close to notice it. I think the one on Amazon actually has plastic eyes, but I bought this with mesh eyes. And I don't know if there's two different versions. I know I've seen amazing PSM, you know, probably Spider-Man on YouTube reviewing this same suit, but his had plastic eyes. Mine just has mesh. So I guess there's two different versions. Oh well. Point is, got the suit, and I like it. So next up after that, I got lucky and found this at Walmart, and I did not pay this price. This is a inflatable T-Rex Spider-Man suit. I only wore this once at my sister's wedding because my cousin wanted to make a TikTok and she was there, and we made it, but I got beat up by a bunch of kids wearing it. Yeah, you know, lucky me. Sorry. I bought this 2 days after Halloween, and I actually paid $35 for this. $35. There was two different versions. There was a regular one, there was a Venom variation, which I will get my hands on in the future. But you know, I never really wore an inflatable T-Rex suit until this year, and I gotta say, it's pretty hot. Pretty hot. And I'm sorry, speaking of hot, I'm sorry about the AC in the background. I know I'm saying it so late in the video, but it's just kind of hot in here. And it's cold outside, so I could probably just open up a window or something. But one issue with this, it did not come with the gloves. I don't know where the gloves were, they just weren't inside of it, and I tried looking online for them, but I guess this one didn't come with it. I was kind of bummed out about it. I mean, I'll probably find it somewhere. If you guys know any place where I can buy it, let me know in the comments below. Alright, we're almost done, guys. So, next up, we have the Spider-Man 3 suit from the Raimi series. This is the black version of the Raimi suit. And it's pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable. It's kind of big on me, especially on the neck. Like, the neck kind of, like, starts to fold up on my chin. And I gotta, fold it a little bit, try to make it more comfortable and not fly in my mouth a lot. Fly in my mouth, pop in my mouth. It's really heavily detailed, and I spent $30 on it, got it from AliExpress, and it looks pretty good. It's got the Raimi brick details on it, as you can see right here. See, this one has it too, but I'm not showing this one yet. I really like it. I really like it for how much I spent, and it's also got plastic lenses. And it's a comfortable yet uncomfortable suit because of the neck part. But I love it. I think I ordered a size too big, though. So I'll probably order a smaller size by these guys, suits from these guys in the future. I don't know, maybe. Alright, so next up we have the final swing suit from Spider-Man No Way Home. I call it that because it is literally the last suit Peter wears in Spider-Man No Way Home. It shows before the credits, him donning a new suit. He made it himself, actually. And it looks closer to the Spider-Man comics, except for the back. The back has the same logo as this. And it was also shown in Marvel Spider-Man 2, so that's great. People really wanted the suit, and people were kind of confused on why the black and gold suit and the hybrid suit made it in the game, but not this one. I mean, I guess because it would have been a spoiler alert. The suits came out before the movie did. But, it's pretty good. Like, it has this really cool dot pattern, and the spider looks really accurate, even though whenever the suit came out, people were just showing, screenshots they took of the movies, and, people couldn't tell if it was accurate or not, but they made it accurate, alright. And, this is a 2X, so it's a little bit big on me, and the mask kind of looks a little weird. But I love it for how accurate it looks. I'm happy. So, next up, we actually have 5 suits left. Next up, we have my new Raimi suit. This is my 4th Raimi suit. The first one that I had was one from Wish that had too big of a spider. Next up was one that my cousin, bought from my cousin. It was one from Amazon, and it just looked kind of weird. Like, it had a V-neck part I didn't really like, and the back spider was not accurate. Spider on the front was, the right size, but had an accurate spider. The third one I bought an accurate spider on the back, but the front looked good, but just, not that. But this one actually has an accurate front spider and back spider, and it's the right size. Problem is, the mask kind of looks a little crappy. It's got the same pattern as it does on the front, but on the back it has the same pattern. It looks weird, but I'm happy to own this suit because this is one of the better looking Raimi suits that I've owned, and I think you could have bought this from Amazon. I can't find it anymore, but this looks a lot closer to the Raimi suit compared to the other Spider-Man suits I have. But if you want the best one, the best looking Raimi suit, you should check out what's his name? Planet Spidey. Planet Spidey, he makes really accurate Raimi suits because he uses all the same stuff that they use making the Raimi films. And, I'm not going to buy one because I do not have $3,000 just sitting around. If I did, I would probably get it. But for now, I'm happy to own this Raimi suit, and it is a classic for me. That's why it's so high on the list, and it's number 5. So, number 4 on the list is a Spider-Man that a lot of people don't recognize. This is the Japanese Spider-Man suit from the 1970s, or the American Spider-Man suit from the 70s. It's the Nicholas Hammond / Takia Yamashiro suit from, the 1977 Spider-Man show, or The Amazing Spider-Man with Nicholas Hammond in America. I got this because this was Spider-Man that my parents and grandparents grew up knowing, and I really wanted to, get it, and I really like the design. I don't know why, but I just really love it. And it's, well, I was excited when I got it, but this is the Japanese version. I'm going to be getting the American version pretty soon. At least I hope. But, yeah, Japanese Spidey does have a special place in my heart, and I just love the character, just how nuts he is. Like, someone tried pulling off his mask, but there was another mask underneath, and just how wacky the show was. I just love it. But, yeah. Alright, now we're on the top 3 suits. So, number 3, we have Kaine Parker, who is a clone of Ben Reilly, and Ben Reilly was a clone of Peter, so he is a clone of a clone. And I love Kaine's character. He is B.A., guys. B.A. And he's pretty scary. He accidentally ripped someone's face off in the comics, and he's labeled as somewhat of an anti-hero, but I think he's a pretty awesome Spider-Man. I love Ben Reilly, but Kaine is hardcore. I don't really know what happens to him. I don't have all the comics, but I think I only got like 1 or 2 Kaine comics, but I know him and Ben eventually duke it out, and I think Kaine dies, and I think Ben dies later. But I love this suit because it is just awesome. The only problem that I have is the mask is not accurate. It's supposed to have red lenses, but it came with white, but I can just color them in. Or I can just replace them whole. Alright, so number 2 on the list, we have the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. This suit, oh my god, for how much I spent on it, you guys wouldn't even think, like, this was a cheap suit. I actually spent $25 on this suit. And it is heavily detailed. Like, you can see it. Like, there's a whole bunch of shadings. Like, there's even comic lines, and it just looks like it jumped right out of the comic books. And when I got the mask, I was just shocked at how well it looked. The lenses are big, and they're just... wow. I am so happy I own this suit. I already have Ultimate Spider-Man suit, but this one just knocks it out the park with all the shading and whatnot. And the coloring, it just looks like it's from the comics. I'm happy. But this one's not on the number 1 list. The number 1 on the list is Invisible Spider-Man. Just kidding. It is the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man suit. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. This one, oh my god, guys. I love it. It looks like the real thing. Well, not really. I mean, my lenses don't really pop out, but this, for how much I spent on it, it is amazing. No pun intended. And I'm so happy. Andrew really redeemed himself in Spider-Man No Way Home, and he just won everybody's hearts as the best on-screen Spider-Man, and he really deserves all the love. I mean, Tobey was great, but Andrew just knocked it out the park with how well he portrayed Spider-Man. And it's clear that he just loves the character, and he was heartbroken whenever he was taken away from it. But when he came back, he was happy, dude. And I was just happy to see him come back. Andrew, if this video shows up anywhere in your feed, we love you, and we are so sorry for how Sony treated you. And it's not your fault at all about what happened. We love you, Andrew, and we want you back as Spider-Man again, buddy. And Tobey, you know you're always welcome back. Tom, we hope you stay, dude. We just want to see you guys again in the future. Anyways, Andrew, love this suit, and I actually wore the suit on Halloween at work. No, wait, I actually wore it for Character Day at work, and everybody thought my costume was probably the best. But yeah, number 1 and my favorite. Everything just from the patterns to how well it's printed is just incredible. It's amazing. And now, guys, we are done. Whew. Oh my god, that was almost 35 minutes. So anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and what a fantastic year for me being a big Spider-Man fan, and I am thrilled and honored to make these type of videos for you guys, and even though I spent a lot of money on these, it was worth it. And I really hope to get better suits in the future. And some of these suits you guys are going to be seeing on the channel pretty soon. So, with this video, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see any more suits in the future, let me know in that comment section below. And to all the trolls, thank you too for encouraging me to do better. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This has been your friendly neighborhood Spider-Nata, and I hope to see you guys in 2024. Peace out.